Good morning, my little world. Today I'm going to try and give everyone a tarot reading. So this is the first of what I hope to be as many as my guidance. These are my favorite tarot deck. This is the Rider-Waite deck. This is my favorite deck to read from. I love these cards. I love them. They are just comfortable to me. This is my personal deck that I read from. And so I feel confident in reading for you from this deck. Joining us today is beautiful Silver Buddha. He's going to inspire me to bring in love and honesty into this reading. And so this morning, I've already shuffled the cards. I've already prayed. And this will be a 3-card reading, a general reading for Aries for the month of November. So here we go. I'm going to choose 3 cards. Wow, the Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers. Oh, and wow, 2 of these cards presented upside down. I'll show you the Knight of Pentacles. Don't you love him? He's just amazing. Also the Lovers. Somebody's love life is upside down. They need to make a decision. They need to figure out what they're going to do. And we have the 10 of Rods, directly relating possibly with a conflict. So let's take a look and see what we have in store for November for Aries. The Knight of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to come in. Somebody's trying to get into your future. You know that because he's facing the future side of the card. He's ready for battle. He has his sword. He has his axe. He's facing forward. He's ready to go. Here's the problem. Your heart may belong to somebody else. Maybe you haven't made that decision to let him in. But because the card presented in the reverse, it's telling me that you haven't decided yet. You haven't really gone that direction to pursue that Knight of Pentacles or to let him in, but he wants to fight for you. And the 3rd card, this is presented upside down as well, which is the 10 of Rods, which means that you still have plenty of battles ahead of you. You haven't resolved all your conflicts to make these things happen that we wish for. Pentacles, rods are suits of the tarot. I like to teach when I give my readings. But the Lovers, that's a major arcana card. So this tells me that this is something, that this love, this upside down love is very important in your life because it's a major arcana card. So let's take a look. What does that knight want? He wants you. He's looking directly into your future. But right now, you are burdened. You are upside down with these burdens from your past. That 10 of Rods, that man is carrying a heavy bundle, but he can't really manage. It's upside down. And the growth on these cards signify that these problems are continuing to grow, continuing to plague you, and that you have to decide, because this card is backward and this is facing your past. These are past issues that you haven't grown past yet, that you haven't clarified, that you haven't really gotten a handle on yet. So now I'm going to pick 3 more cards, and these are going to be our clarifying cards. So under the Knight of Pentacles, wow, there's another rod, and guess what? It's right side up, but it's also facing your past. Ooh. And we've got the 7 of Pentacles, or the 6 of Pentacles, and the Scale. And as you see, and I'll show you this card, he's holding a coin, which means something needs to be paid for. And let me just choose another card. Oh, and the Page of Cups. So what this tells me, when I look at this Three of Rods, it tells me that there's still problems plaguing your past and will continue to plague your past. You've turned your back on some of these problems and they've continued to grow. And they're not going to be resolved. They're not going to be resolved until you pay up, until things are fair, till they're even. Maybe there's a monetary issue here. The scales definitely mean that it needs to be equalized out as you see all the hands from the future and hands from the past, wanting to claim something from you. Be it, and normally pentacles are the sign of money in the tarot. So I would say you owe somebody. You owe somebody a debt, and it's possibly a large debt, because the higher the number in the tarot, the higher the meaning. And so 6 is greater than 5, so it's of higher value. It may not be $1 million, but it might be 1,000. It might be a good amount of money that you owe to someone. And they're wanting it, they're reaching from your future, they're reaching from your past to try to get that from you. Now, the Page of Cups. This could be a male or a female. I mean, all these cards could be a male or female, so I can't really say that. But because this card presented upside down, and that makes 3 out of 6 cards upside down, it tells me things aren't going to change right away. You're going to lose some things as you see the fish falling out of the cup. The blue behind her tells you that it's not going to be very happy. The flowers are upside down, they're wilting, they're not fresh and renewed like they would be when she were on top. So the main color of this is blue. It's really going to be hard for you. Now, if we look at some of the other colors in this card, on these cards, as you see, your problems will make you blue. She was placed on top of the 10 of Rods, which is saying these burdens are very heavy for you. They're hard, they're significant, they're definitely something that you have to deal with. And when you put those two cards together, both of them are blue on the top or blue on the bottom as they present themselves. So this is a heavy load to bear, and you're going to need to find all the strength and courage you can find. You're going to have to pay up. You're going to have to figure out what happened with this lover, where things went wrong, and how to right it, how to go on, how to move forward, and how to balance out with this issue that is still upside down. And if you notice, these two cards are basically both the same colors. So we're still dealing with that color issue. And this is not as bleak as the blue cards. A little bit of light, a little bit of lighter color says, you know, some relief is coming. You're just going to have to get there. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Rods. Now, the Knight of Pentacles could be your knight in shining armor, but the Three of Rods says you've turned your back on him. You don't know what to do. You're trying to deal with some of the issues from the past, and he's wanting to be part of your future. So all I can say is when you clear your energy and you look also at these cards, their colors match as well. So this is verification to me that, you know, these cards all belong together, and that once you get past your issue, this legal issue, this financial issue, you know, things may not straighten out right away, but they will in the future, because he's there wanting to help you. He's still wanting to be part of your future. So I see good things coming your way, Aries. I pray for you every day, and I hope you enjoy this reading. I hope you'll subscribe to this channel, and I plan on doing bigger and better videos in the future. Thank you. Have a good day. Love to all. Gemini.